Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome to my GM mode of the Anaheim Ducks. I am somewhat new to GM mode. I've done a few here and there throughout the years. I haven't really gone very far in them. Usually it's about 3 or 4 years and then I kind of reset. So I really want to try to take this one a little bit further. I'm going to turn off Fog of War because I'm just not a fan of that. Same with player morale. I don't think I'm experienced enough to have to deal with stuff like that. Same with owner mode. I don't really care about the budgets. So I'll just keep on CPU trades, salary cap, and I'm actually going to turn off the head coach edit lines. Alright, so let's start this baby up. Anaheim Ducks with the San Diego Gulls. I'm a Ducks fan. Have been for a number of years, probably about going on 10 years now. They have a lot of problems. They have some good pieces, but some of their contracts are real bad. They're not in a good spot. So I thought it would be fun to do kind of a rebuilding team up first, and who better than my favorite team. So let's start with just taking a look at our lines. So Raquel, Getzlaf, Silverberg, pretty okay line. I know Raquel is pretty good. Getzlaf is good, but he's old. Silverberg, he's hit or miss in some of the GM modes I've done. I like him though, so I want to at least for now keep him on the team. And then we have Richie, Henrique, Kasha. It's an okay second line. I wish I had a much better second line. And this is where I feel like we kind of fall apart. Comtois, Steele, and Rowney. Shore, Kessler, Delorier. Kessler, man, this guy, his contract is rough. Almost $7 million for 3 more years for a fourth liner. And the worst part is, because I've tried in other GM modes, nobody will take him for anything. So we're just gonna have to kind of deal with that, and we're gonna have to work around that. Defense, Lindholm, Manson, pretty good. I love Lindholm. He's probably my favorite player on the team. And then we have Fowler and Gudbranson, Delzato, Mahara. Not a huge fan of this bottom 4. Fowler is probably the only one that isn't like too terrible. And then obviously we have John Gibson and Ryan Miller. Great tandem in the net. It's gonna be a rough year, that's for sure. Our coaching staff, take a look at that. We have Jonathan Muzzin, apparently, as our head coach. So, and then I also, before we start, want to change one of the settings. Let's see, injury occurrence. I want to drop that down to 25. So I think at 50 it is too high. And then we'll adjust from there if it's not enough. We'll, that'll be a dynamic slider right there. So this team is, it's definitely not gonna make the playoffs. Let's take a look at some of our contracts we have coming up. We have Delzato, Grant, Delorier, Holzer gonna be UFAs. Shore and Terry gonna be our RFAs. So we have most of our team at least up to next year. Let's see in the... Oh yes, and we have this contract still on the books. $3 million just being thrown away right there too. So it's going to be an interesting year for us. Alright, let's go over to the free agency. See if there's just any quick pickups here. See who's in here. Get an aging Kovalchuk. No thanks. Nothing I want at all. Okay. I think we're just gonna, for now, go with this team. And, let's see what we can do here. Let's get through this preseason, though. Simulate up there. There's the cap. Well, hey, look at that. We went 5-1-1 in preseason. Alright. I'm not gonna assign my scout usually. The auto assign is pretty fine for me. I'm gonna go the first month. Let's see. And Lindholm has a sore foot. Let's just replace him. He should be back. Okay. I'll just replace the player. Holzer is injured October 30th. Let's just replace him for now. He'll be back. Brendan Gooley, replace. My God, this team is worse than I thought it would be. Let's just take a look at their lines real fast. We have Sprong, Lindstrom, Sherwood is our top. Really, Sprong is the person to look at here. We don't have much down here. None of these kids are that great. So it's rough in terms of just kind of every way that we have here. Alright, just replace the player. We're gonna go to the month and then we're gonna start switching things up. Canadians fire their coach. Okay, we are 4-10-0. We have 8 points. We are... Oh my God. The Canadians have 3 points. We are third worst. Tied for second worst in the league right now. Let's see how our team is kind of meshing here. First line is playing pretty good. Getzlaf taking the penalties though. I do not like that. Henrique, that line's doing okay, I guess. You know, I'm not expecting much from them, so it's nice to see that they're actually doing something. Everyone's just a minus player. No one is good on here. Alright, let's see if I can edit any of these lines to see if I can make them anything a little bit better here. I think I'd prefer Grant up there. Let's see. Comtois Steel Grant. It's not good. But it could be worse. Somehow. Richie is not... Richie's... Oh, they changed Kasha and Raquel. Because they get a +3. I'd rather have Kasha back here. I think that is actually a good second line now. If we're getting that +3 there. It's this line that is just kind of suffering. I wish I had someone to plug into this top spot, but I don't, so. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Because right now, my biggest thing is getting Raquel and Kasha some good time. Steel isn't ready to come up yet, so... nah. It's not worth it. Ooh, that'll bring him up to a +5, but I don't really want to do that right now. I wonder, Henrique? I could try that. Just to get him a little bit more time. Plus, that gives them a +5 boost, which is really nice. I'm gonna go with that lineup for 2 weeks. Let's say a month, because this year's kind of just a trial year anyway. We know we're not making any playoffs. San Diego can just replace. Now I'm gonna start, if we get any injuries, I'm gonna start plugging people in. No, I don't care about that right now. I want 2 seconds for this to... No, I don't really want to give away any of my picks right now. Who is this kid that they're giving away? A 78 overall. He's 36 years old, though. No. He's not a kid. I have to edit my trade block, because I don't want to get rid of any of my stuff. Adam Henrique is injured. November 17th. Okay. So this is where I just throw Richie up there. I can throw... Let's see. Let's throw Troy Terry in there. Does he fit on any of these lines? Not really. Ooh. Is that really worth it, though? No, I'm just gonna leave it like that. How's this line doing? It's only been a few games, so... Let's put Silverberg on the power play. Let's throw Troy Terry on here. Why not? Now for the PK. Let's just throw Delzato in there or something. Okay. Actually, switch them. Let's switch them. Okay. That's actually kind of nice. And then... Sure does suck having your best person injured. Put Raquel on there. Raquel, Getzlaff, and Steele. Shootout, I don't really care. Let's just throw Richie on there. Rowney, let's just replace him. He should be back pretty soon. There. Okay. These injuries are happening too much. I'm gonna lower it again. I actually want to scratch him for one more game. Well, then I'd have to just replace him on everything. Okay. Yeah, these injuries just, they happen way too much. It kind of interrupts the flow of the game, and it just makes it a little less fun for me. So, I'm just gonna lower it to 15. Because I don't want to take injuries off, because it keeps it interesting. But I don't want, like, every 5 seconds me to have to go change everything. Okay. Let's finish off the month. We have yet to lose in overtime. Draft class will be weaker than normal. Alright, Derek Grant is back. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fix these lines real fast, so I will be right back. So, I have put Grant back on the third line, but instead of Delorier, I have Kessler in here. Give him a little bit of playing time. Maybe he'll do a little bit better. We're paying for him, so he's about the same as Delorier, so we might as well use him. And another loss. Oh, we finally lost in overtime. Oh, it was a shootout loss. Alright, 7, 18, and 2. About 2 months into the game, into the the first season. We have 16 points. We are currently second last in the league. Only behind the Canadiens. Alright, before I start looking at stuff, I'm gonna go in probably 2 more weeks. Yeah, let's go to the 22nd. Eric Branson. Let's just replace him. He'll be back soon. Let's see. Is he just gonna be an easy fix here? Let's dress Branson. Him in there. Then you can sit the hell back down. Okay. Don't care about the scouting. Josh Mahara is injured with a concussion. January 6th. Okay. That sucks. That sucks real bad. I'll just put him in here. Delzato. Let's just do Fowler. I know he's probably already on there, but let's actually see if I can bring up a defenseman. Who do I have down in the AHL? Pick up Larson. Or Gooley. I'm gonna bring up Larson. Little roster moves. Let's bring up Dylan Larson. Cool. Okay. That can just do best lines. It's the NHL that I want to change. Let's get him in there. Alright. Cool. So now it'll be Larson Delzato on the bottom pairing here. Okay. Let's just finish off this month, actually. And then we'll take a look at how some players are doing. See if that second line is doing anything good. Because that's really the only people I care about right now. And Delzato is injured until next month. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fix this real fast. I will be right back. So, I brought up Gooley to fit in that bottom pairing. He didn't really fit anywhere else, didn't really want to move anyone else, so you get the call. Hopefully he will get some good experience up here with the month that he'll be playing. Alright, let's finish off this month, hopefully with no other injuries. Please, please no other injuries. Like, is that really so much to ask? We're actually kind of winning games. Let's see. Kreider. What's his deal? He has one year left. No, I'm not gonna accept that trade. Okay. So I have to send somebody down, so I'm gonna send down, I'm gonna send down Ghoulie. Okay. And then I should just be able to just kind of throw him in here. Good to have you back. You were missed. Okay. 16, 20, and 4. Let's take a look to see how our lines are doing here. Silverberg and Raquel are doing great. Kasha is doing really good. Richie. Where is... Okay. So we need to fix that third line. Or the second line. Let's go ahead and edit our lines here. So Richie, you're coming up here. Okay. Okay. So this will be our new offense here. Instead of Comtois on the second line, it will be Nick Ritchie. Perfect. Okay. I think this is the way to do it. How is Henrik doing up here? He's doing okay. Okay. I'll leave it like it is. Everyone, I think, is doing pretty okay where they are. We're, as a team, doing a lot better than I thought we would. So, can't really ask for more. Let's finish out this month. And then, depending on the place that we're in, make some trades maybe. I have a few ideas of what I want to do. Because now we're, like, winning games. Michael Del Zotto. Okay. Defenseman. Who was it? It was Larson. Actually, I'm gonna keep Larson. I'm gonna send him down. Because Larson, through his 17 games, is even. So he wasn't like, he wasn't lighting up the league, but he was playing well. Maybe him and Delzato can get something going. No. Ryan Smith? Is that who that is? Ryan Smith? Riley Smith. Second line forward. It was 1 year left, huh? 3 years at 4.9. It's 28. It could help. They just want 2 seconds. They'll give me a 4th, 5th, and a 6th. How about you throw in a 7th? Yeah. Trey Terry would be moved down. That's fine. Okay. Let's see where he can be fit in. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and put him into my lineup. I will be right back. So this is going to be my new lineup here. It's going to be Kasha, Getzlaff, Riley Smith, Silverberg, Raquel, Ritchie, Henrique, Steele, Comtois, Shore, Kessler, Delorier. Sam Steele was scratched for a little bit, I guess. I definitely wanted him back in there, so I moved him to the 3rd line. Henrique was moved back to this line just because I didn't really want to mess with that +5 on the 2nd line. So Henrique honestly might be on his way out. We'll have to see. Let's I have too many skaters. Okay. I guess I forgot to... How many skaters do I have dressed? I have 20 dressed. Okay. So Terry, get out. And then... Was it Rowney, I think. Cool. I'm gonna play a few more games. Actually, what I'm gonna do... Because I like Henrique, but he is a really big, he's a really big cap commitment. So, Henrique, right? See, he's $5.8 million, and I just... Who wants him? The Blue Jackets want him, and they can afford him. Let's see what they have here. '84 overall defenseman. Let's see. Do they have what I'm looking for, though? He takes so many penalties, though. I don't like the penalties. Okay. This guy's not bad. Let's go a few more days, though. I'll put, after a few more days, I'll just see how everything is, and then maybe put him on the trade block, see what we can get, finish out the month. Replace him. Don't care about the draft class. Continue. Replace. Continue. we won our last 2 games, at least. A trade deadline coming up. Let's take a look again at our team here. Who's struggling? Who's doing well? Alright, so our, ooh, he only had 2 goals. I don't know about this guy. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him. 2 goals, 15 assists. Or 12 goals, not 2 goals. 12 goals. Okay. Let's... Ooh, actually, let's use this feature. Let's find a trade. Let's find a trade for Henrique. And then LB. They'll give me a first for next year. I don't really... Who is this guy? $73 overall? No. I'm gonna take a look through some of these teams, see what kind of trades I can get for Henrique, and I will just cut right to it. Henrique and Weidman, just because they need the extra player, for Michael Matheson, a 25-year-old defenseman who is signed for 7 years at 4.8. Pretty good stats. I'm happy with him. He seems pretty good. And then Noel Akiri, who also has some pretty good defensive stats. I'm only throwing him in there because they need to be salary cap compliant. And then I threw in a second in there as well for next year. So let's see. Okay, so that's gonna go through. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of him. Can I push for a third? No. How about a 5th? No. I could probably get away with the 7th, though. Which... fine, you know. It's a little extra. Alright. So I think that is going to be a huge help to our team. I'm going to go ahead and fix our lines to make them great. So I will, again, cut away to that. So I have plugged in my new winger and my new defenseman in the team. Hopefully they will be good additions to the team and not regrettable where I have to trade them in the off season. Let's speaking of trades, let's go to the trade deadline, shall we? We won against the Kings. We lost to the Senators. Let's pack it up, boys. There's no point in going on. Ooh, a trade alert. It's not that big of a trade. Raquel has been injured with an injured stomach. February 18th. What day is it? Just replace it. Yeah, he'll be back right now. Okay, I'm gonna plug him in real fast. Alright. So we have him back now. Ryan Getzlaf has a broken leg. May 27th. Derek Grant, you're taking over for our boy Ryan Getzlaf. You are our elite #1 center. Oh man, that is rough. The hardest part is I didn't want to bring up Raquel because I just don't want to mess with that +5. They're doing well, so I would rather us do poorly as a team and them do well, honestly. He's fine. Just replace him. Trade deadline. I think I'm gonna stick with what we have. Well, actually, there is one player that I do want to get rid of last minute. Where are you? Come on. There you are. $4 million for this dude. For 2 more years. Will anyone take him? They want him. Hey. What will you give me for him? I'll take some picks. I'll take it. Are you done? Okay. We need someone with more cap. Everyone's cap is so high. It's so close to the... They don't want him. They want him and they have cap. Kings. Are you stupid enough to give me a 4th for him? No. How about a 5th for next year? Fine. I will take a 7th. Not even in the right city, let alone ballpark. What if I give you a 6th for this year just to take him? No. It's gonna be a weak draft, so I'll give you my 5th. Oh my god. He's poison. This dude is poison. Let's just see if I can find anything for this dude. This would not be the Anaheim Ducks without a bad contract. No trades. What if I throw in a 3rd? Anything? Nothing. Yeah, you'll take my 1sts. Okay. I guess we'll see if we can unload him in the offseason. Let's go ahead and finish out the rest of the year, if we can. Place that. Best lines for them. Place him. Let's see. Best line since it's San Diego. Not too concerned about San Diego right now. We fought back to be a 500 team. Ooh. We're actually, Oh. Oh. You know, of all the people on my team, that one hurts the most. John Gibson. Alright, Miller. How have you been doing? 905? Okay. I trust you. Best line, San Diego. You can figure it out. You have 2 goalies. John Gibson available already. I'll just throw him in there. But he's going to be backup for right now. Let's stop it here and switch the goalies now and send what's his name back down. Goalies. Okay. Alright, Gibson. Get back in there. Oh, you're already in there. Cool. Alright. So we're turning this around. We are in a playoff spot currently. We are in a pretty solid playoff spot too. Eric Branson has been injured. Ooh, fractured jaw. Not a huge deal. You know, could be worse. Delzato, get in there. Okay. Wow. We made the playoffs. Let's take a look at my team and how they did. How did this happen? Raquel, Kasha, Silverberg all had around 50 points. Riley Smith, he picked it up a little bit. 21 goals, 28 assists. Nick Ritchie played pretty solid, I guess. You know, no one really, like, stood out. We didn't have that all-star caliber, like, wow, this guy is a beast. But everyone did their part. And then John Gibson is just a beast. An absolute monster. Let's take a look at the rest of the league, actually. So, the Carolina Hurricanes, 106 points, 50 wins. Pittsburgh as well with 50. Let's see, where did we land in goals against per game? Wow. We had the least goals against per game in the league. We also had the third worst goals against, or goals for. Our power play was bad, but our penalty kill was pretty good. I'm honestly shocked. I am in absolute shock. Before we head on to the playoffs, let's take a look at some individual stats here. Ovechkin, of course, 54 goals, 51 assists. McDavid, Barkov. All right. See, we didn't have any of these people, but we had defense. All right, so we will be going on to the playoffs. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.